somebody got to give him a fight, though, but you got to be very sophisticated to know how. This is when I know you lost against Shakur. This is when I know you lost. You see when he does this stuff? Once you start doing this stuff and looking at him, oh, it's over. You got constant action, motion, constant motion against him. Got to be on him constantly. Once you start looking at him and doing that, he is dead. He's gonna pick you apart. Especially when he's serious about it. You know, I don't know if he's as serious as he used to be. When he was serious, he was a hell of a fighter. Nobody came close. He's the only one I gave a chance against. Shakur.
Anybody, I would love to fight Lamont Roach. Me and Lamont Roach is amazing.
Oh, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
That'd be a nice chess match right there, boy.
Cause
the best versus the best.
If somebody says they never gonna fight me,
then you can't rely. Yeah, you got to move on.
I don't need you, bro.
You got to move on.
As discussions grow around a possible clash between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, boxing legend Mike Tyson has weighed in with his perspective on the matchup. Tyson believes Stevenson's technical mastery and defensive awareness make him an incredibly difficult opponent for anyone. With sharp timing, elite footwork, and the ability to control distance, Stevenson has built a reputation for frustrating aggressive fighters, a factor that could become crucial if he ever shares the ring with the explosive power puncher Davis.
Shakur and Tank, oh God, I don't even. It's gonna be interesting because if Shakur handles this guy like he did Lopez, I'm gonna say the hell with him. I'm gonna say the hell with Shakur, man. If he just handles this guy like he's, I'm gonna say the hell with him.
No, Mike,
somebody gotta give him a fight, though, but you gotta be very sophisticated to know how. This is when I know you lost against Shakur.
According to Mike Tyson, defeating a fighter like Shakur Stevenson requires far more than raw power. Tyson emphasizes that opponents must maintain relentless pressure, constant movement, and a high level of ring intelligence to disrupt Stevenson's rhythm. Without those elements, Stevenson's precision and defensive instincts can slowly dismantle even elite fighters. Tyson believes that if Stevenson is allowed to control the pace and timing of the fight, he can gradually break opponents down round by round.
This is when I know you lost. You see when he does this stuff? Once you start doing this stuff and looking at him, oh, it's over. You got constant action, motion, constant motion against him. Got to be on him constantly. Once you start looking at him and doing that, he is dead. He's gonna pick you apart.
While discussing the matchup, Mike Tyson also acknowledged the dangerous threat posed by Gervonta Davis. Tyson recognizes Davis as one of the most explosive punchers in modern boxing, capable of ending fights with a single perfectly timed shot. However, Tyson suggests the outcome would depend heavily on discipline and preparation. If Davis approaches the fight at his absolute best, Tyson believes the clash could become one of the most intriguing stylistic battles in boxing today.
People fans compare you and Gervonta, saying that, you know, you guys are similar. Do you agree with that?
He's a great fighter. He is a great fighter. You know, especially when he's serious about it. You know, I don't know if he's as serious as he used to be. But when he was serious, he was a hell of a fighter. Nobody came close. He's the only one I gave a chance against. Shakur and that guy, Keyshawn Davis, they're scary fighters too because they're sophisticated. The other guy's sophisticated than me, but Tank is just a force of nature. You know, you just gotta give him the credit. You know, even though he's talking stuff, he seems to.
As the debate around Gervonta Davis's controversial fight continues to stir the boxing world, Shakur Stevenson has now turned his attention toward the man many believe pushed Davis to the limit, Lamont Roach Jr. Stevenson believes Roach did enough to win their closely contested bout, even without the debated moment in the 9th round. Viewing the matchup as a clash between two elite technicians, Stevenson sees a potential showdown with Roach as a true battle of top-tier skill and championship-level competition.
So it ain't need no point of mentioning.
Okay. So now that leaves you and Tank. Who else at the 140 that you would be a 135 that you would be interested in banging with?
Lamont.
Anybody. I would love to fight Lamont Roach. Me and Lamont Roach is amazing.
Oh, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
That'd be a nice chess match right there, boy.
Cause
the best versus the best.
Let me ask you a question, Shakur. All real talk. You think Roach beat Tank?
Yeah, I do.
I did too. Ocho and I say the same thing. I said I like Tank, but Roach whooped his ass that night.
Once he took that knee, after that, it's impossible for the judge.
He was beating him before the knee.
Saying, but
taking the knee made it undisputed.
But once you take the knee, the scorecard should look different in favor of goddamn Lamont at that point.
Yeah, it's a 10-8 round.
I thought without the knee he won that fight.
Meanwhile, tensions between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis continue to escalate as the possibility of a blockbuster clash remains uncertain. Stevenson has made it clear that while he welcomes the challenge, he refuses to chase an opponent who repeatedly dismisses the idea of fighting him. Confident in his own path, Stevenson insists his career does not depend on facing Davis, emphasizing that he is focused on proving himself against any elite contender willing to step into the ring.
The way that he move is goofy to me. Like it's some weird. So like,
Do you ever think we'll see you and Tank? Realistically.
I would love it.
Tank got to stand on straight and narrow too, man.
I would love it.
My son gotta, you know, man, he gotta get on power.
I would love it. But at the end of the day, once again, if somebody says they never gonna fight me,
then you can't rely. Yeah, you gotta move on.
I don't need you,
gotta
bro.
move on.
At the same time, Shakur Stevenson has openly criticized the way Gervonta Davis approaches potential matchups, suggesting that Davis avoids straightforward discussions about making the fight happen. Stevenson believes the sport ultimately settles rivalries inside the ring, not through back-and-forth comments outside of it. Maintaining his competitive stance, Stevenson has repeatedly stated that anyone with an issue with him can resolve it on fight night, reinforcing his willingness to face any challenger who steps forward.
I don't need
You gotta
bro.
move on.
Simple. Same thing that I said with Tio. If anybody got issues with me or feel some type of way about me, you could come see me on fight night and resolve every issue that you got.
What was the dynamics between the three, or was it too competitive amongst the three?
It was cool at certain times, but deep down, everybody know as a competitor, it's only so cool it can get.
That we gonna have to face each other.
Truthfully, it was cool at times, but
Yeah, at the beginning.
Big threes, all that type of stuff. A lot of that stuff is shaped by narrative. Do you think some of that stuff that was said about you was fair, or how do you
hell no.
how do you think it affected you? You know what I
Hell
mean?
no. I mean, I think everything happened for a reason.
Yeah.
So like it happened the way that it was supposed to happen. And if I had to do it all over again, I would do the same thing again. Was it fair? Nah, I'm a fighter at the end of the day. And
As the anticipation surrounding a showdown between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis continues to build, opinions across the boxing world remain sharply divided. Many praise Stevenson's elite technique and ring IQ, yet Hall of Famer Roy Jones Jr. believes the matchup still carries a dangerous twist. Jones acknowledges Stevenson's steady improvement and composure in recent performances, but he also warns that Davis possesses the kind of explosive punching power capable of dramatically changing the outcome of even the most technically controlled fight.
Right now, Shakur wins it because of his discipline. Because he showed against Teofimo that he can stay very disciplined all night. And he's the type of guy, he don't really do a lot of crazy stuff in his life normally. So it's like discipline is a thing that is not only exercised inside the ring, it's exercised also outside the ring. And as we see, sometimes Gervonta has problems with discipline. But we have never seen Shakur have problems with discipline. We've seen him be more disciplined at the right times than we've seen him not have discipline. So with the fight being like it is right now, I would lean towards Shakur because of his discipline, but don't get it twisted. If somebody could beat him, Tank Davis would be that person because of his intangibles.
Discussing the potential clash, Roy Jones Jr. emphasized just how dangerous Gervonta Davis can be when he is fully focused. Jones believes that if Davis puts distractions aside and approaches the fight with discipline, his explosive power and aggression could create serious problems for any opponent. Although many fans gravitate toward Davis because of his knockout ability, Jones still slightly favors Shakur Stevenson, while cautioning that Davis has the kind of unpredictability capable of turning the entire fight around.
When Tank is disciplined and got his mind on right, Tank's a problem for anybody. Tank can fight better than most people think he can. It's just that sometimes his outside antics get the better of him, and it makes people think less of him, but don't underestimate Tank Davis. If Tank is motivated and ready to fight, Tank is a problem for anybody.
Analyzing the matchup, Teddy Atlas warned that Shakur Stevenson could face his biggest test yet if he steps into the ring with Gervonta Davis. Atlas criticized Stevenson for seemingly avoiding Davis, suggesting it's a calculated move to safeguard his undefeated record. While Stevenson's defensive mastery earns widespread admiration, Atlas insists that Davis presents a level of danger Stevenson hasn't faced before. He contrasted this with legendary fighters like Floyd Mayweather Mayweather Jr., Pernell Whitaker, and Sugar Ray Leonard, who consistently embraced the toughest challenges, implying Stevenson's caution may undermine his legacy.
If Tank Davis was presented to him tomorrow, really, if that could, would he really take it, or would he still be looking for the Navarrete fights where he thinks he has an edge and he can stay undefeated and he can kind of walk that rope, which is an easier rope to run? Do we know that he's what we want him to be, what we think he is inside as far as wanting those kind of fights? Do we really know it? We know it about, history tells us finally, eventually, but right now, do we know that? I mean, we found it out about Mayweather, who was a really good defensive fighter, fast hands, all that, great, but he wanted those fights, and you know, and I could go down the list of other guys, Pernell Whitaker, whatever, they wanted those guys, Sugar Ray Leonard, they wanted those guys, but do we know that he has that? We know he has all these other things. Does he have that? Do we know that, or is it just that he wants to avoid that too?
This is the showdown boxing fans have been dreaming about, and Atlas points to Gervonta Davis as the one capable of challenging Shakur Stevenson like no other. Atlas highlights Davis's unique blend of power, aggression, and unpredictability, which could seriously test Stevenson's skills. In his assessment, no other opponent offers the same level of difficulty. If Stevenson faces Davis, Atlas believes it will be a fight where Tank seeks to dismantle him both strategically and physically.
Because Shakur Stevenson is that difficult, because of his style, because of his abilities, because of his eyes, because of his, his legs, and his hand speed, the way that he controls range. Tank Davis is the only guy that I can see that could possibly decipher that style and beat Shakur Stevenson.
Teddy Atlas identifies Gervonta Davis as the only fighter currently capable of pushing Shakur Stevenson to his limits. Davis's combination of raw power, sharp counterpunching, and tactical ring awareness makes him a unique threat. Davis believes he can create openings and exploit mistakes in ways no other opponent can. Should the fight take place, it promises to be a high-stakes showdown where strategy, precision, and timing play as big a role as sheer strength.
Davis is the man. Okay. Right now, he's in his prime. He can do everything. Forget about the fact that he's the hardest puncher and all of that, but he's also terrific counterpuncher, sets traps, can use his legs when he has to. He's patient when he needs to be patient, deliberate, cerebral, as both champions talked about. Right now, he's the full package. He's the complete package. I'll finish with this. He's probably the only guy I can think of beating Shakur Stevenson right now.
Teddy Atlas cautions that even Shakur Stevenson's top-tier skills may struggle against Gervonta Davis. To compete, Stevenson would need flawless harmony between offense and defense, a balance seen like legends like Floyd Mayweather Jr. Davis isn't just a hard hitter, he's exceptionally smart in the ring, setting traps and exploiting openings. Atlas believes that only a fighter who can merge strategy with technical mastery has a chance of containing his explosive style.
You're not going to neutralize a guy like Davis all night long with just pure defense. You gotta have a mix of offense, and the real good ones like Shakur, like Mayweather, they always have that mix of offense. Another guy that Mayweather walked down was Corrales, a guy who was a dangerous guy.
As conversations around a potential showdown continue to gain momentum, Hall of Famer Oscar De La Hoya has offered his prediction for a clash between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. De La Hoya points to the clear stylistic contrast between the two fighters, highlighting Stevenson's calculated back foot boxing and disciplined shot selection against Davis's aggressive pressure and explosive punching power. In De La Hoya's view, Davis's willingness to take risks and his devastating power could ultimately produce a dramatic knockout finish.
Man, that's a good one. I think they're different styles, obviously. I think Shakur is more, fights on his back foot, fights tall, throws 1-2 punches. I think Tank Davis takes more risk, He goes forward a little more. I think he has more power. I'm gonna pick Tank
to beat Shakur.
By brutal knockout, yeah.
With Gervonta "Tank" Davis calling for a fight, demands of a clash with Shakur Stevenson are heating up. Sean Porter added his voice, suggesting the matchup is likely, though fans might not expect the outcome. Porter argues that Stevenson has yet to face a rival who truly challenges his strategic mind in the ring. He sees Tank as that contender, a fighter with speed, power, and tactical skill that could push Shakur harder than ever, forcing him to rise to a new level.
Ain't nobody been able to pull it out of him. We looking forward to the big fights. We looking forward to the big matchups because those are the kind of people that's gonna pull it out of him. So with a fight with Shakur, you're gonna see this boxing style that you don't usually get from Tank. You're gonna see IQ. We saw IQ, but to me, it was low IQ because the reason why it was low IQ is because everybody followed the script. And what I mean by that is, you see somebody's IQ take place when a fighter makes an adjustment, and now you have to adjust to what that fighter is doing, and that's kind of where you see
who's smart,
you know what I mean?
Who get a hold of it.
I think my fight with Terrence shows a very high level of IQ from both of us. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's what Tank is gonna do with Shakur. He's gonna come into the ring and be a different version of himself.
Terrence Crawford has shared his thoughts on the looming Shakur Stevenson-Gervonta Davis matchup, keeping the debate alive. The main question circulating is which fight will come first, and whether Tank can truly challenge Stevenson, as Roy Jones Jr. suggests. Every move is under intense scrutiny from fans and analysts alike. Crawford's insights add another layer to the speculation, fueling excitement and keeping the boxing community on edge as anticipation builds for what could become one of the sport's most talked about clashes.
Like I said, I respect Tank. Like boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
Yeah.
Tank is not going to be able to hit Shakur like he hit everybody else. And he know that.
The Stevenson versus Davis showdown is shaping up to be one of the biggest fights in recent memory, and every development has fans on the edge of their seats. Who will rise? Who will fall? And who truly has the skills to dominate? Don't miss a moment. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, share this video, and comment your thoughts below. We want to hear who you think will come out on top.